concept, that is dry sand molding. Have you seen my screen?
Yes, sir.
Dry sand molding. So dry sand is what? In dry sand molding, when it is desired that the gas forming materials are lowered in the mold, air dried molds are sometimes preferred to green sand molds. And two types of drying molds are often required. And that two types of molds are skin drying and next one is complete mold drying. In skin drying, a firm face is mold face is produced. In this first one, skin drying mold. Okay, so that today I have taken this first process to understand this dry sand molding. So that process, that particular casting process is known as cell molding process. So in cell molding process, what happened? It is a process in which you must have to create a shell like this. In this figure that I have taken from the NPTEL casting course. So here from this image you can see that these two cells are created. This is cell number 1. Here this is cell number 1 and this is cell number 2. These two cells are created with help of dry sand molding, and then it both will assemble here in one container. This is a container in which both cells are assembled here, and it is filled up by sand. Here this is all amount is known as sand. This is all, it is filled up with the sand. Okay, then pour the molten metal to here. You can pour the molten metal with help of ladle. Okay, from here pour the molten metal so that this can be filled up with the molten metal, and after solidify you can destroy the mold and you can withdraw your final product. In which what happen in the process, the first of all you must have to heated your pattern. This is your pattern. This is your pattern. So you must have to heated your pattern in the oven. This is oven. So in this oven, you must have to prepare the heating purpose of pattern. So you must have to heat your pattern in the oven. So once it is heated, then place this heated pattern. Just a minute. Yes. Place this heated pattern on this dump box. This is dump box, and it is filled up with the resin, sand, and binder. So silica sand is there, and in the silica sand, some resin are added, and some binders are there. So this dump box is filled up with the resins, sand, and binders. And on the top side, heated pattern you must have to clamp with some clamping mechanism. Okay, here it is clamped. Then you must have to revert it to 180 degree. So you will get this type of situation. In the second image, if you revert it to 180 degree, then your heated pattern will be at the bottom side, and whatever amount of resin, sand, and binders are filled up in the dump box, that can be placed or that can be just poured on the heated pattern. And after some time, a due wait of some time, you just again revert back this whole assembly to 180 degree. So again in the same position of as you just place it. This is number 1, this is number 2, and this is the third position. Okay. So what happened due to the heated pattern, some amount or very small thin layer will be cling to the heated pattern. This portion will be cling with the heated pattern because some resins are available in the sand. Okay, so thin layer will be cling. Then just disassemble this pattern and remove this thin pattern. This is the thin pattern. So remove this pattern and again do this same process to make this second part of cell. This is the first part. Then create the same part again. So once two part is prepared, then this two part can be assembled in this box. Okay, through here you can just hold it up. From the bottom side, you can hold both the cell and place in a container, and that container can be filled up with the sand. Here sands are filled it up. Got it? This is the cell molding process. So here it is a process in which the sand mixed with a thermosetting resins. Okay, so remind this name of resin, thermosetting. So keep in your mind name of resin, thermosetting resin. Okay, so sand mixed with thermosetting resin is allowed to come in contact with heated pattern. Heated pattern that is heated around 200 degrees centigrade the oven. And this cause a spin or shell 0.5 mm the sand or ether or clean pattern. In this figure, this falls ether to the pattern. Okay. Then what you have to do? Then the shell is removed from the pattern. Now we have to just remove that all pattern cling pattern that can be removed from the pattern. The top red shells are kept in the flask. So we have to again procedure for the second pattern. And once both the pattern are created, then assemble both the pattern and put it in the flask with the necessary backup material. What is the necessary backup material? That is sand. You just apply the sand material for the backup purpose. Here, for the backup purpose, just apply the sand particle or sand. So it can be backup both the cell. Okay, and then molten metal is poured in the mold. Okay, so after this, you must have to pour the molten metal over here. Okay. This process can produce the complex parts with good surface finish about 1.25 micron to 3.75 micron. And the dimensional tolerance is about 0.5%. A good surface finish and good size tolerance reduce the need of machining. And because of this good tolerance and good surface finish, you need not to require the secondary machining procedure. Okay, so our time savings. You can also save the cost because the secondary machining is not needed. Your time is saving, your cost is saving. Okay, so the process overall is quite cost effective due to the reduced machining and cleanup cost. Okay, that's why it is known as cost effective process, because you can reduce the two process, machining process as well as cleanup process. So these two costs will be eliminated. So overall it is a cost effective process. Okay, which process? Cell molding process, that is cost effective process. Now the material that can be used with this process are cast iron and aluminum and copper. Okay, you may use any of these material to create a product using this process cell molding. Okay, that may be a cast iron, aluminum and copper alloys. Okay, thank you very much all of you. And this is the reference from this NPTEL manufacturing process 1 course. I have taken all this content to make this slide. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, then please tell me.
Sir, please send this PPT.